Fort Collins, Colorado, the site of the famous Dan's Bake Sale at conservative Woodstock back in the early 90s. This is Rick. It's great to have you, Rick. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yes, sir.
On Monday, my kids came home from school and told me that students had organized a school walkout, March for Our Lives, and that it was happening on Tuesday. So I called the school and said, what's going on? They said, we've got it taken care of. We'll have some extra police presence, nothing to worry about. But I had Tuesday off, so I decided to go downtown and see what was going on. I went down a little early and saw nothing big, but I was surprised to see middle school kids with a teacher rehearsing chants against guns. I thought it was just for high school. I came back to the high school at the time for the walkout, and there were a lot of parents outside in their cars. One of them was actually blasting out, "We Are the World," as about...
You mean the song, or somebody was just shouting it?
Oh, no, the song.
We are the world.
So the parents were there to pick up the kids. They were all supposed to walk down the sidewalk protesting, get public transit to the town square. But parents came, quite a few of them, to pick up their kids. They all took illegal U-turns to get out in front of the high school. And a lot of high school kids just went home. They had their backpacks on. They walked out for the protest, but then turned the other way. No signs. So I went back down for the beginning, and they had all these adults everywhere with vests on, and they were handing out flyers. Turns out this was more of a voter registration drive. It says,
you mean the Tuesday protest? What was it called again?
It was March for Our Lives, Fort Collins.
Right, and it wasn't an abortion march, right? It was a gun march. It was no abortions wouldn't. Sorry.
Definitely anti-Second Amendment, because they were screaming no guns in rehearsal. But
yeah, but the point you're making is that the teachers were coordinating with junior high school students.
That's one of the points. There was at least one teacher there with junior high. Other teachers told kids they respected their decision in high school if they decided to walk out. But I texted my daughter while I was on hold with you, and she texted me back just now that everyone thought that this thing was student-led, even the Democrat progressive students who were leading it, and they were very upset to find out when they got down there that it was the adults leading it. Very upset, a group called Fort Collins for Progress.
Fort Collins for Progress. That sounds like an adjunct of the Now Gang.
Funny you mention that, because on the back of that little flyer, they have a list of sponsors. One of them is OFA Colorado, Organizing for Action. Sounds like Organizing for America.
Right.
The next one is Now.
So the NAGs were there. So it was a voter registration drive. We call the Now Gang NAGs, the National Association of Gals. It's just, I think it's more discreet. Look, I'm Rick, I gotta go. I'm really out of time. I'm sorry, but thanks so much for that call. Okay, so we're seeing the same kind of organized protests in schools now that we used to just see in colleges. But they're being organized by outside agitators like Organizing for America and the NAGs. And it's been going on for a long time now, and finally making its way to high schools.